985 out of 1,000. We are 15 subscribers away. I need you to grab your girlfriend or boyfriend or wife or husband or skinwalker, grab their phone, search or go to YouTube, then search I'm Just Adam _. There's a big button there, probably in white, that says subscribe. I don't like asking in the beginning anymore, but we are 15 away. We are so close. And do you know what? Look at this. I'm going to blur it out on screen, but that is the announcement that is coming up. I am so excited. The ghost hunt is probably on a grand scale is probably bigger, but I'm so excited for this because it's something that you guys get to experience with me and with my family as well, which is amazing. Today, we are watching a video by Frostmare TV. This is when the scariest entities were caught on camera. If you like the video, please like the video. I love every single one of you, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Okay, let's go. Annoyingly, I did have to skip the first one. It was a camping video that we've seen quite a few times. Like if I had to put a number on it, I would say at least 7.3168 recurring.
This video was recorded in a hospital by a surveillance camera. On the video we can see a person walking by in the corridor, but after that a wheelchair seems to appear out of nowhere.
It's always the wheelchairs, bro.
Nothing out of the ordinary, until after zooming in a bit closer.
Right, it looks like someone's pushing it. Right, have a look actually in the wheelchair. It looks like someone's sitting down, mate. Like, are we taking the piss here? Like, what is actually going on? Now someone stood up.
One could think that a ghostly shape is getting
Mate, she just blasé, just moves it. Not a care in the world. Absolutely zero care in the world.
off the wheelchair. It vanishes into thin air.
Which makes me think that she's used to it. I could never get used to something like that. Jesus. But it legit looks like someone's in the wheelchair.
Project Ember shares many of his road and camper stories on his channel. He talks a lot about living in the outdoors in his trusty ride. Today was different, however. The video was supposed to be about him fixing the old fridge that broke while up a mountain in France.
This guy lives his best life.
To start the repairs, he noticed that his dog Lance seemed to be staring at something, but the man himself didn't notice anything.
Lance, mate, I know, but I'm really busy. It's not warm in there. Why are you warm?
This is...
Mate, I would love, honestly, I would love to live just remotely. Whether it was in a van or in the middle of nowhere, I would love to. Honestly, just the thought of when I wake up and walk outside, all I can hear is birds or water flowing or... Mate, honestly, just get me there now. What am I doing living in a busy town? Hey?
Where the scary event started unfolding.
Now, I'm sure with house fridges you're supposed to...
This is where things started to get weird.
Right, so I'm pretty sure with a house fridge, if you move it, you're supposed to leave it like 12 or 24 hours to settle, for the gas to settle. Now I've just flipped it upside down and back again, so I'm going to give it the full 24 hours, I think, to... What are you looking at? You keep freaking me out, dog. There's no one over there. I'm seriously seriously freaked out now. A minute ago I could hear like really loud moaning, like just booming across the mountains. So I've come down to where I could hear it. I got to this old well and it stopped.
Right. Who has seen The Grudge? No. The Ring. The Grudge was also terrifying, but I'm talking about The Ring, where she comes out of the well and starts fucking shit up.
I mean,
I hate that film, man.
It's like something out of The Ring. But just as soon as I got here,
we're best friends. We're best friends.
Just from over there's no track or anything. It's just wood. This girl appeared, dressed like kind of like a monk, no shoes, no hair, and that goes to the road. But down where she went that way, there's nothing, and there's nothing for miles. Where did she go? I'm gonna leave.
Who could this mysterious girl have been? And why was she dressed like that?
So there's just some... Oh, no. What? There's just some weird people just walking around the woods dressed like you're from the times where you don't wear that stuff. Sometimes words escape me.
He also tells us
I don't know what to say.
Dog normally likes to come up to people and likes to greet them. This
There's
time,
a dent.
however,
Oh, it's not a dent, a bend, which means that
He
someone's
mentions that weird things started happening.
bent it up
that
to
evening.
get out.
Got a clue what was going on there. That was so weird. The well, the moaning from the forest, the girl, Nah, maybe there's an explanation to it all. I saw the girl another 2 times. The last time I was near the van and she was running through the forest. I left. I was gone. I was gone so fast.
Then she get in, and she's in the van. Imagine. Oh my god, I'd cry.
It's a pretty big mess in here.
It is a strange encounter after all, wouldn't you say?
What was the point in that bit at the end?
The following case was documented in Brazil by a group of young people who decided to explore an old abandoned asylum, an asylum founded in 1973, and which served as a place to provide care to patients with mental illnesses. But after controversial issues that occurred inside the asylum, it ended up closing its doors.
It's always the bloody
These
asylum,
stories
isn't
are
it?
being told about the so-called pink room of the asylum, a place where children with certain illnesses were cared for. And those young people dared to take a brief tour of the facilities, and it got quite a bit spooky once they entered the...
We've seen this one, but it's... I never really understand it. It's just these people looking out of a window, but it's so scary. No disrespect, that girl a second ago looked like Dora the Explorer.
Olha o tanto que a gente andou, olha isso. É muito grande. Agora a gente tá indo pra ala rosa. A ala rosa é a mais pesada que tem. Pra você ter noção, ele veio uma vez e não quer nem descer. A gente tá numa parte onde tem vários brinquedos. Tem vários, a Emília. É a parte de brinquedos. 5 e essa é a ala rosa.
Why did they do that?
Foi vocês. Jura por Deus, jura.
Imagine being that mum, being like, yeah, I'll just come along with you to
A
this
sudden and strong knock
abandoned
alerted them, and things certainly
whatever.
took a turn for the worse.
A rosa, que é a pior ala que tem. Gente, quanto barro no chão. Aqui é a lavagem de roupa. A gente tá indo pros outros lados.
I think that's the least of your worries.
Bem escondida a ala rosa. Que é onde o povo ficava, tipo, real presaço. Bom, a gente tá indo agora pro necrotério.
It's quite bizarre, but you can clearly see people standing on the second floor of the facilities, seemingly watching the group as they walk past. And it was certain that nobody else was there at the time. And these people can apparently be seen standing in the pink room. Was it residual spirits
That was such a terrible...
of those
Oh, no, okay, that's
patients
better.
who saw their end within these walls?
No, I think that's homeless people. However, it's still scary. Do you know what I mean? People are just staring at you out of a window where you think that it's a derelict building, but it actually isn't. Terrifying.
Andrew B. has forwarded the following video. It was supposedly captured at an office building that was undergoing renovation work. One day, one of the security men noticed something rather intriguing going on in front of the surveillance cameras.
Why is this table just on its side? What?
A steady stream of smoke seems to make it out of the room into the hallway, and the security guard, as well as most of the viewers, were
Right, two options. That is either Casper, the friendly ghost, right? Fine. Or, and hear me out here, have you seen Nemo? I already regret saying this. Anyway, when they're in the stream of water and it's the turtle and Nemo's dad and Dory,
were baffled.
gonna play it.
Could it just be some regular smoke that somehow catches the
How do I
light
do
and is
that?
being moved by a wind breeze or something? Unlikely, say many. Do you agree? Let me hear your explanation what this could be.
No. I don't know. You just heard mine and it was silly, so I'm not saying it again. TV.
Adrian has sent
Shadow.
the next video, which he stumbled across a couple
Yeah?
of months ago. The story goes that the young boy in the video was setting up his game console, and he
Oh, I
wanted
think
to
I've seen
record a
this,
short
and it makes
clip
me
about it. The second he
feel
gets
sick.
distracted, though, his cell phone can capture an odd thing.
I'm pretty sure it looks like he's on the sofa with someone, but he's actually alone. What do you do in that moment?
There seems to be an ominous shadow figure with a relatively small statue standing in front of the sofa. As far as I can tell, there was nobody else in the room.
I
at the
would
time.
start shadow boxing, because in your head you're not shadow boxing. You're punching whatever's in front of you. If anyone saw you doing that, you'd look a bit of a knob, wouldn't you? Let's be honest.
Does anybody of you have some info about it?
No,
It
actually.
certainly looks a bit creepy, I'd say, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The following video was recorded by a driver who was taking a narrow road in the mountains at the time. He was on his way to an old village, which was situated at the end of the mountain. There's a lot of eerie stories about ghostly passengers that can be seen walking on this old road, and even the driver states that he saw some strange things on this road. The passenger of the vehicle was documenting the nightly drive, and as it happens, captured something odd on the side of the road.
Bro, I was driving down like roads that are very similar to this when I was in Greece. Oh my God. So I got married in Greece last year, actually. And I went to pick up my best man from the airport. And oh my God, it was terrifying driving from such a built up area through just mountains of nothing. Never again. Honestly, it was like this. It was so similar to this. Just mountains either side instead. What is that on the left? I'm looking for whatever could be. I'm looking for something that potentially could be scary. Mate, It was Clifford the big red dog. Why was it walking like that?
A faceless, bald, and very tall figure can be seen walking
Mate,
on the road.
when I tell you, if that stood in front of me trying not to let me go, accelerator all the way down. You are not walking out of this. I was going to say alive, but there's a good chance it probably already isn't. Honestly, I would drive straight through it, into it, under it. I would drive fast.
Road.
I can try and scare me like that.
This thing
Who
is
the hell do you
wearing
think you
a
damn
long
are?
red dress, which makes this recording even more creepy. They have no idea if this was just a regular person who was walking in pitch darkness on the road, or if this was something else. Quite mysterious, wouldn't you say?
Quite, yeah. A lot. Not just quite. It's a lot mysterious. That doesn't even make sense.
The following has been shared by user BlunderDefect, and he states that the CCTV camera mounted outside and facing the car shed has recorded some really unusual light anomalies. Their night security system has been triggered once in a while because it apparently had detected movement overnight. Every time this happened, the CCTV camera could not capture any intruder, or person for that matter. Is it maybe related? Let's see.
Huh? Right, now... Cobweb? Question mark? I mean, it don't look like
Some
it.
viewers believe that this could maybe just be cigarette smoke, for whatever reason. But many people answer to that.
It doesn't
saying
really
that
move
smoke
like
from
a cigarette smoke.
would be hot, so it would not rise until it dissipates, which is a fair point. And it doesn't seem to be a light reflection from nearby. But what else could it be? The movement of whatever it is pretty unique. If you have any idea, please let us know.
Genuinely have nothing for that. Not that I'm a paranormal debunker. You know what I mean? But I genuinely have nothing. I fucking say things like that.
A couple of nights after this incident, the man started a Skype video chat with one of his friends. They both wanted to play some games together.
Seen
just
this
a regular evening.
one time. I saw it
Then
once
something else
and I
jumped
didn't
in
really
on the
notice
fun.
it. But it's so scary. Look at the darkness in the door. Something appears. Oh, mate.
Could it be that this is the same spirit of the woman that was haunting him before?
Bro, I promise you, right? It's bad enough. I've got my back kind of to the door, right? It's kind of sort of just out of my peripheral vision. I don't like it, but I'll deal with it. Yeah? And I can hear it when it opens. That, you are a psycho if you can have the door open into darkness out of sight. I'll be sick. I know I say that, but I will. Because look,
This time,
that's the
you can
perfect
hardly
excuse
recognize her face.
to shut the door or turn the light
Looks like
on.
it belonged to a woman.
Perfect excuse. And I agree. It looks like Chun-Li from Street
The
Fighter.
man never found out the reason behind this haunting. The next clip comes to us from Clip Hunt 2, who is an alleged ghost hunter and who was out the following night to hunt for the spirit of a notorious kuntilanak. Apparently, this being was seen several times in the past when roaming around close to an abandoned building in the outskirts of town. After a few hours, he caught the following. He stated that he didn't notice this woman in the distance, just standing there with her hair down. So he continued his investigation.
It looks like The Grudge. And I can't stress this enough. That movie ruined my life for a good few months. I was so scared. I couldn't be in the house on my own. Like, that was a terrifying, and I wasn't old, but I was considerably older than probably is acceptable to not want to be in the house on your own. Oh,
For a while.
Jesus. He's gonna see this weirdo bitch again, isn't he? Oh no, it's the same clip, alright.
In total, he caught this woman 3 times this night, but commented that he only saw her in the last capture. He returned home shortly after. So, what exactly did he capture here this night? Do you think this was a being from another realm, or was it just a confused woman? The following sighting was caught by channel named Akron Paranormal Investigations in the early morning hours. Gettysburg is known for its many sightings of spirits and ghostly
this is one
events.
place that
It's not surprising.
I want to go here, but I also don't want to go here. You know what I mean? Like, I like the thought of going there because of the history and everything, but then at the same time, I'm pretty sure it's like one of the most haunted places on the planet. Like, people that don't even believe in ghosts don't want to go here. So
that Akron could capture
that should
something
tell
really
you
interesting
anything.
on camera.
Everything.
While the owner of the channel is filming a wide field of where history transpired in 1863, he noticed an odd transparent figure in the distance.
What the heck?
It appears that a man in a black suit and hat is walking across the fields. Is it a spirit from another time period?
Could just be an actor of one of the facilities that they've got there, or
Cameraman is
attractions that they
100%
have there.
certain that no living soul was with him, or any other person in general could have been walking these fields at the time.
See, that annoys me when they say that, oh, I was 100% certain that no one could be walking the fields at the time. Yes, they could. Like, they literally could. You know what I mean? No one could have been... No, man. Come on. Mate, just to be like, look, we don't know what it is, but it's scary.
The following encounter was shared by Kimberly Carlisle, and she tells us that this October, their camera, which is mounted outside of their porch and overseeing the driveway, might have captured something otherworldly. Capturing bugs fly past the lens is nothing extraordinary, but this night they apparently have received a motion alert saying that a person was standing in front of their door. After watching the replay, they state that they were quite a bit speechless.
But it does look like a reflection.
It would appear
But
that something is manifesting right
the camera
next
would have
to
to
the
be
car.
behind glass.
Something that does certainly look quite a bit odd. The family had no explanation for this occurrence and had never seen anything like it.
Let me know
This
what you
was
guys
not
think,
there,
because
where would
that one
have
to me, it
originated
kind of
from?
looks
Some say they can see the spirit of a woman, a
reflection-y,
child ghost
but
floating right below her.
I don't know.
Perhaps a nanny holding the hand of a child. The following incident was captured by the doorbell camera of Christine, a retired police officer. She states that a disturbed lady showed up this night and was trying to get into her house.
What the
She is then seen ripping the screen from Christine's store.
What is going on? What is going on? I will shoot! I have a gun! Why? What are you doing?
Seconds before the police arrives, the woman tries to hide.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you live here?
No, I don't.
So why are you banging on the door?
Because my friend was there.
It turns out that the disturbed woman was Hannah Nakagawa, a first-grade teacher. It is suspected that Hannah was under the influence of alcohol, and police took her into custody that night. Christine was left extremely unsettled after this incident, which is understandable. What would you have done? The following video was shared by Afidis, a young man who was out one evening to investigate the story of an abandoned and also apparently haunted asylum located in Broby, Sweden. Many people have found their end in there. It is said that several ghosts still roam this old building, and the young man went out to see if this was actually the case.
Oh my. The videography ain't.
Stanna.
After this blood-curdling scream, the young man filming seems to be capturing a shadow person that can briefly be seen escaping through the door. Could that be possible? Did they capture something from a different time?
Don't know. It could have been.
It's just a trick of the eye.
I think it could have been
Even if
light,
so,
like a shadow
where
from the
did
light.
that creepy scream come from?
The scream.
Who can say?
Oh, night screams.
This is a recording which was captured by ghost hunter Rafael Ferpa, and he shared this pretty unsettling encounter on his profile. He states that he was out investigating that night when he noticed a possible ghost in an old abandoned house.
Negócio tá sinistro. Isso aqui eu nem peguei equipamento antes, né? Isso não tinha ninguém. Eita. Eita. Nossa, tem alguém ali. Cara, eu só acho que eu vi alguém daqui. Acho que eu vi alguém aqui, cara. Juro pra vocês. Eu vi alguém aqui. Assim, senti um cabelo.
Raphael believes that the spirit of a woman wanted him out of the house and that we could briefly hear her at the end of the video. Could that be her? Of course, this whole incident could also just be a big hoax. What's your opinion?
Mate, I'll tell you what. I'm going 12 rounds of that thing. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because I'm never going to be there. Ugh.
This is the case of Joe Cummings, who captured something really creepy after installing a security camera in his kitchen area. The young man states that he noticed food disappearing overnight and that several items were sometimes found in places
He has food disappearing, so he set up a camera.
After confronting his girlfriend, she denied to have been the culprit, making Joe actually question his sanity and then installing the CCTV camera. What he found was quite shocking, to say the least. A strange woman is crawling out of the crawl space on top of the kitchen area.
What?
She then keeps going through Joe's fridge, eating his food, checking the pantry, and hanging out for a little bit. Before Joe decides to go for a little midnight snack. The scary part is, Joe did not notice the freeloader in his kitchen and went back to bed. Can you imagine the imminent danger he might have found himself in?
So where the hell does she live?
Shortly after, the woman returned back into the crawl space. When Joe checked the footage the following day, his jaw literally dropped to the floor, and he had police take care of the matter. What a creepy encounter.
So she just lives up there.
Was sent in by a viewer who was exploring the abandoned Belitzer Heilstätten in Brandenburg.
Bro, I think we've moved past this way too quick. There was someone living in a crawl space in his house. And it looked like a cave woman. I'm not going to say it was.
In which even I was investigating many years ago with my team. They were scouting the location for an upcoming
Frostmate used to do his own
filming.
Investigations. That's awesome. You know what we need? We need Caspersight to go out and do more investigations, man. When he was going out of Mace and doing them, bro, they were so good. Like, it was just... We need it. We need it again. You know what I mean? Petition to get him to do it again. I don't know, clip this or something and send it to him. I'll sign a petition. I'll even go with him. What?
Hallo?
I'm sorry? Voldemort? Question mark? I've said Voldemort in these videos so many times.
Civil hospital. His friends told him that sometimes things can be seen there that no one has an explanation for. Could he capture one of the former patients?
Hopefully not. What? I didn't see anything.
Did you notice anything strange?
No, I didn't. I'm not gonna
The
lie.
young man. But let's look at that again now.
Okay, go on
There
then.
appears to be an old man in a hospital gown with some slippers. How come nobody saw him at the time? Maybe his spirit.
I'm sorry? What? Mate, Frostmare TV, that was unbelievable. That last clip is going to see me through the rest of this day. Now, honestly, I'm going to be thinking about it all day. I really enjoyed that video. So if you did, please like it, subscribe, and hopefully over the next couple of days, we're going to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm going to show you, or I'm going to put out, I'm going to do it again. That is the announcement. Take care. Have a nice evening. Peace.